Chuck, what do we got?
We got Minnesota Nazis.
Not a good thing either. You shouldn't sound excited about that.
I'm excited because it's NOFX singing about Minnesota Nazis.
Yes. And we're continuing on. They just dropped a compilation. There was like A to H. They're all by letters. Okay. Now I did publicly say several times I wasn't a huge fan of that compilation, but it did grow on me. There was some stuff on there that definitely grew on me, and a fantastic feature from Katrina. Okay. You remember from oh my God. Why do I always draw a blank on the band she was from?
Dude, I don't even remember what band it was, but I know exactly who you're talking
about. We met her. She's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, so very cool. Curious to see what we're going to be getting here. But you know, it was kind of sad just because going back and seeing some of these tracks that NOFX has done in the past, especially Dance Hall Crashers. Dude, hell yeah. Look at you with the memory, dog. Look at him. I'll give you a gold sticker, dude. Hell yeah, brother. I'm growing. His fucking head's growing.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop. Okay. Concentrate.
That was fucked up a little bit.
Yeah, yes it did. Oh boy. It's good to see some spice back in there. Because what Fat Mike does best, his political writing is absolutely S tier. And he can make it go silly, or he can go very serious with it. And either way, I typically love it. But yeah, it's obviously a lot of us are all fired up about this, so it's going to be good just to hear, NOFX talking about it in general. And this is what I'm expecting from most punk bands. Quit singing about generically as far zoomed out of a topic as you can, right down into the shit. Let's get it. Minnesota Nazis.
Let's go.
What I found behind the orange curtain is probably what you'd expect. Now I understand that DI song. They don't hang ten, they serve goosey step. On the pier they love their hateful weekend rallies, where bigotry is called freedom of speech. I don't know how they could be so angry when they live at the fucking beach. Those Huntington Beach Nazis call themselves right-wing renegades. They used to gather for the bonfire mass burnings. Now they wear them in their new brown shirt brigades. Huntington Beach Nazis like to frame trade school and city college degrees. Don't it seem silly that they still fly vote for Trump flags? These racists live way too close to me. On the corner of Ryan and Isle Street, there's a bar called the Eagle's Nest. There's a print shop called Swan Stickers. Their white print on white t-shirts is the best. It's hard to find a legal place to skateboard, but easy to find a mask or book burning. And in a town where there's no Cesar Chavez Avenue, you know there's definitely no Martin Luther King. If those Minnesota Nazis are so sure that they're part of the master race, why do they cover their white faces when they're shooting friendly white unarmed lesbians in the face? Oh, there's Nazis in my neighborhood. Old white bitter people can be so rude. When they deport all of their Mexicans, they'll have to cook their own Mexican food. America is ignorance and pride what you call great. America America, why can't we all agree? It's okay to judge and have some hate for people if you base it on their ethics, not their ethnicity.
Preach.
Hell yeah, dude. Ah, man. What a frustrating timeline we live in, dude.
Dude, I don't typically like raw onions, but you give me one of those good, steak tacos
Okay.
with the onions all
Oh,
over
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck that shit
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
And if
yeah.
I gotta make that myself, I'm gonna be sad.
Yeah. The craziest shit though is like,
Fuck you, keep the Mexicans here.
hell yeah, dude. They bust their ass too.
Yeah.
Like I've worked with some illegals and undocumented shit shouldn't be even worded as legals. That just see that fucking. We live in a deep red state, so the Trump people as your neighbor. That's pretty common. That's pretty common. It's
Pretty damn common.
and I think the most frustrating thing living in a deep red state, being surrounded by a lot of people who are very pro 2A, and then see them just completely pussy out.
Yeah.
On all that beliefs that they talked all my life. You know what I mean? It's like, dude.
He had a gun. No,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
He was a law-abiding gun owner. What's wrong with that?
So
You preach that all the time.
the worst fucking part, dude. The worst fucking part is like, okay, we can't keep our children safe at school.
Mm-hmm.
And to sacrifice for that, we have guns so we can stand up to our government. And that's not even happening. So awkward moment.
Very awkward.
Very, very, very frustrating. Yeah. I'm well past being over. Somebody was like, where was your line when I was like, fucking 2020 George Floyd. Like, well, you know what I mean? Like, I was over this shit a long time ago. And it was only a block over too.
Yeah.
That whole situation
Fucked up.
Minneapolis is beginning to.
I didn't realize it was all in Minneapolis. All the bad shit happens in Minneapolis.
Yeah. They're targeted in blue states and blue cities. It's crazy
Well,
to
I
me.
knew it happened in Portland a lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Portland's-
Yeah. Portland don't fuck around, dude.
No.
Portland does not.
Portland fights back.
They will put on their frog suits and go out there and beat somebody's ass.
Fuck yeah.
They're like, my grandpa fucking killed Nazis, dude. I'll punch you right in the face. I'm
Listen
like,
here,
hell yeah.
motherfucker. We're playing Frogger for real.
Frogger for real. This time the frog is the fucking vehicle.
You want to see what it's like to get run over?
Yeah. Jesus.
Try that shit in Portland.
Yeah. But I think the most frustrating thing for me is, I'm not a smart man by any means, but I have done a lot of research on history and seeing people completely deny the similarities to, like he said, Germany, 38, or like right before World War II popped off, and, how the Nazis came to power in general. And I think there's an important quote, of course, paraphrasing, I'm not going to remember exactly, but there was somebody who was in Auschwitz, and they said it wasn't Hitler or Himmler that came for me. Yeah. It was the shoemaker. It was my neighbor essentially. Mm-hmm. And you're really seeing a lot of that. And what's really even crazier to see is seeing that in our time with all the technology, all the videos, and just being completely denying that that's happening. Where you had people like I saw this lady there was a video. She was like at a park and she ran. She's like, I'm calling ICE on you. And it was just a dude. Yeah. It was a Mexican guy just walking by. You know what I mean? Yeah. That kind of shit is exactly the stuff that happened.
Point blank racism.
Yeah. And
you assume because he's darker than you that he's illegal.
Yeah. And not only
that he's undocumented.
Yeah. And not only that, like, okay, there's other comparisons you can make as well. I've seen plenty of videos where ICE straight up is acting like cartel members when you're traveling. Like when you see, there's some videos you can look up of just Americans going down through South America, and they pull up on vehicles, cut you off, jump out of the vehicles with guns on you, and like, who the fuck are you, basically? You know what I mean? A lot of times they don't actually harm anybody, but those are the ones that get away and you hear about it. Mm-hmm. But you're seeing them do that kind of shit. You're also seeing them do things that slave catchers did, but nobody has a fucking education historically. Yeah, I think a lot of people are feeling Malcolm X a little bit more than Martin Luther King these days, I'd say.
Yeah.
And it's understandable, the frustration. But again, you got to shout out to Minnesota. They're keeping it peaceful. And I don't know if that would happen in my neighborhood, like how I would react to that at all. Just, that's horrible. It's horrible. To be able to stay peaceful in the face of that, that's bravery, plain and simple.
I don't know if I could stay peaceful.
Well, that's why I was like, everybody, the way we were raised around here was not to deal with things like that.
Yeah.
It was like if something popped off like that, you got all your family members and you contact your friends and then you get together. And like the way we were taught, like it was the fucking old, the Great Depression. Like we were instilled with stories of like when the farmers lost their land, they went to the auctions with guns and they were like, if you fucking vote, they would let one person vote, get their shit back free, but not like, or cheap. And anybody else that fucked with them, you're getting your ass beat. Yeah. That's the kind of shit we were instilled on. The stories from like the Great Depression, and to see all those stories and stuff, and just spineless fucking cowards. Honestly, like what we got nowadays, America is so sad, dude.
Soft.
But Minnesota's, they're kicking ass. All the crowds marching and shit too. Yeah. Awesome to see. Dude, what did you think about the vocals here? I think his vocals are shot, and I fucking love that he's still singing with them. I've said this before. I think this is the authenticity of punk. Yeah. Who gives a shit if your vocals are shot? That is punk. From right here. This is what you're singing from here. You know what I mean?
From majority of my experience with Fat Mike's vocals, this was Fat Mike.
Yeah, yeah. I like the guitar licks here, though, too.
I love the double entendre when he said something about getting the blood off the ice. That's great.
We probably should have just looked the lyrics up, but that's okay. I think I get the gist of it.
Can I add this to a playlist? Is this playlistable?
Yeah, this is playlistable for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's going to a playlist, yeah. I agree with that for sure. Where are you going rating-wise, though?
Oh, fuck.
You want me to go first? I already have one.
Sure, go for it.
I'm going to go with a flat 6 here. I think this is a banger. I think it's good. Comparatively, though, to NOFX greatest hits that we've heard, I would put this as good. Right in that good category. But again, I want to give huge kudos because I know, Fat Mike, we read the book, and he did a lot of stuff where he really tried to make a difference with punk against Bush, right? Yeah. And all that stuff. And I feel like he got a little burned out from that, and maybe felt a little hopeless, especially with, how I feel like I remember seeing a quote somewhere where he had said that, like, at least Bush Republicans you could have a conversation with, where Trump Republicans, they don't care. That they're here to trigger you, and they don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah. I'm going 6-9.
Yeah.
Playlist.
Hell yeah. Perfect number, too. Fatty will like that.
Yeah, you will.
Shit. All right, guys, we got to move on to the next song. But again, shout out to NOFX. I'm glad to see some punk bands delving into some specific issues and not just hitting that overview.
Yep, especially with one of the big ones.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was saying. There's a lot of bands that are have made it, and they've just kind of gotten comfy, and they're not really, especially in a time like this. We need as many voices as possible. So. Yeah. We're two boys.
We got one brain.
I'm Pyro.
I'm the Chuckness.
Shout out to NOFX. Peace.
Peace.